Hello, my name is Tyler Osborne. Today I'll be telling you about Chapter 12, The Media.
Yo, I don't think we should talk about this. Come on, why not? People might misunderstand what we're trying to say, you know? But it's a part of life.
Specifically, I will be talking about question number 33. To what extent is the portrayal of sexuality in television shows watched by adolescents similar to and different from the way adolescents regard sexuality in real life? Here are some TV shows that portray sex. Most of them have been pretty popular, like 2.5 Men, which hasn't been the same without Charlie Sheen, That 70s Show, Desperate Housewives, MTV, multiple shows off MTV, not just the music videos, Jersey Shore, The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, How I Met Your Mother, 16 and Pregnant, Sex and the City, Friends, and many more. Here's a video that I found on YouTube from 2.5 Men where Charlie talks to Jake about sex, but he uses cupcakes as a metaphor. This is a great way that adolescents can figure out and find out ways about sex without actually having to talk to their parents about it, and they can just watch TV shows like this.
I hope that's really warm rain.
Okay, let's focus on today's lesson. Never ever confuse cupcakes with love.
But I love cupcakes.
We all love cupcakes. It doesn't mean you have to love the baker.
Her mom made me.
You're missing the point.
Probably just helped you guys.
Okay.
She made a smiley face with red hot.
I get it. I'm just saying that when someone freely gives you a cupcake, your only obligation is to enjoy it. There's no reason to get emotionally involved.
Why not?
Because if you do, the next thing you know, you'll be stuck eating the same damn cupcake for the rest of your life.
It was a really good cupcake. I can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah, I've had cupcakes like that. But the thing you gotta remember is there'll always be other cupcakes. And the day should come when you find yourself in a cupcake drought. Those days come, don't kid yourself. Well, then you just shell out a couple of bucks for a nice ho-ho. Understand?
I think so. Thanks, Charlie.
No problem. Hey, what are you guys talking about?
Sex.
Here from the book, our book that we have for class, in Chapter 12, I found that Cope, Farrar, and Kunkel, top 15 TV shows watched by adolescents, 82% of them had sexual content. I find that to be a huge number. I mean, I've even seen certain episodes where, SpongeBob makes a sexual gesture, which is what young kids watch. TV shows give examples of what is considered physically attractive in males and females. That's why they hire, skinny models for their cast or funny, athletic-looking men. TV also informs adolescents about appropriate sexual scripts, like we learned in class, that guys should initiate the sexual contact or any kind of contact at all rather than the girl, and the girl should resist the advances the male makes, but should act interested. This is a quote I found: "Boys will be boys and girls better be prepared." Simply put, is a stereotype that boys seek sex actively and aggressively, and girls act as sexual gatekeepers who are supposed to attract boys' sexual interest but resist their advances. I feel like they kind of aim this at the guys, act like it's all of our fault, but it's really not. Some girls kind of put themselves out there and actually take the male part. After doing further research from the American Academy of Pediatrics, Sexuality, Contraception, and Media, it stated that teens rank media second only to sex education programs as a leading source of information about sex. And just like they use sex ed, they use these TV shows to figure out their own views and ideas about sex. Adolescents use media 38 hours a week, and 17 hours of that is for the TV. I found this to be a huge amount of time. That's 45% of their media time spent watching TV and watching these shows that portray sex. Parents should monitor this. Back in the day, everybody went outside and figured out, how to make a fort rather than watching TV and figuring out how to go about sex. Proven that the TV shows portray inaccurate information that adolescents think is fact, such as it shows how easy it is to get girls, just to go on dates or even get into bed with them. When the adolescents become sexually active at a young age, the society seems to place the blame on them and not the shows that they have been watching. I think parents need to act on this. It just proves that they're using TV shows instead of their own parental guidance to find out about sex. More research on crisisconnection.com, media influence on use. 3 out of 4 teens say TV shows and movies make it seem normal for teenagers to have sex. That's 75%. That's one person away from 100% saying that these shows influence them so much that it's normal to have sex at a young age. 4 out of 10 teenagers say that they have got ideas for how to talk to their boyfriends and girlfriends about sexual issues from the entertainment media. That's 40% clearly, and they get their ideas from the TV. This is just showing that they use sexuality from the media as a big part of their lives. The American Psychological Association estimates that teens are exposed to 14,000 sexual references and innuendos per year on TV. I just found that to be a huge number. And spending 17 hours, watching TV, and you're getting 14,000 sexual references every year, it's huge. I found this to be kind of disturbing. Some studies show that repeated exposure to media with sexual content may influence teens to have sex earlier. But here's the scary part. Those same studies show that the younger a girl is when she has sex, the more likely she did it under peer pressure or force. After watching that movie, The Lost Children, this is just clear. And even in the Lost Children movie, they said that they would see it on TV and it's just normal for them to do. Study links sex on TV shows to teen pregnancies by Allison Aubrey. We have shows like 16 and Pregnant, which clearly show this. This is the study. They interviewed 2,003 boys and girls aged 12 to 17 years old. Of them, 718 boys and girls who said they were sexually active. 58 girls reported becoming pregnant over the course of the study, and 33 boys reported that they had gotten a girl pregnant during this period. That's just a huge number, and it shows, being interviewed and asked about relating their TV shows and what they watch to this number, it's kind of clear that they're getting their ideas about sex and how things happen from the TV shows. Anita Chandra, a behavioral scientist at RAND and lead author of the study, says exposure to sex on TV may help create the perception that there's little risk to engaging in sex without the use of contraceptives. It just proves how often do you see an actor or actress pause the scene to get, a condom, or how often do you see them take birth control throughout the TV show? You just don't see it, so teenagers see this and think it won't happen to me because it doesn't happen on TV. Biggest thing is parents should discuss with their children about what they are watching. The old birds and the bees talk. It'll never hurt. It may be an awkward moment, but in conclusion, I found these articles and website to be very helpful in finding it true that adolescents regard sexuality in real life as the same way they see it on TV. It can be different if the parents actually take the time to talk to their kids about what they see on TV and even what they're doing in real life regarding the opposite sex. Thank you.